Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys 3 products that I received by a company called Pete and Pedro. If you're not familiar with who Pete and Pedro is, they are a men's hair care slash grooming line that is the brainchild from Aaron Marino from Alpha Male. And if you haven't watched Alpha Male, I definitely encourage you to check out his channel. I like some of his videos, not all of them. Sometimes I've had, you guys know I don't hold back on YouTube, and I am opinionated. Always respectful when it comes to people and what they want to wear. But I don't like a lot of channels who, are really over opinionated. But nonetheless, I do enjoy watching his channel, and he's a very, very smart businessman, and definitely been through the ringer in life, and created this line, Pete and Pedro. Now, Aaron Marino, I just want to come out with this right off the bat, has amazing hair, okay? And everybody's hair is different. And I've done a few videos on hair, and naturally, I am no expert. Well, actually, it's not really about being an expert. I shouldn't say that. Everybody's hair is different, and everybody's going to be able to get away with different hairstyles or wear their hair in different ways that other people cannot. Now, I am, I never disclose my age on here. Not that I'm, self-conscious about it or worried about it. I just like to keep certain things private. But as we get older, most men, and it is genetic, a lot of men will deal with hair loss. And it used to be something really sensitive to me when I was in my early 30s, starting to, it was starting to be a little bit noticeable that my hair was thinning. Now, I have built up a very thick skin about my hair, and straight full disclosure, I'm happy with my hair. I'm happy with the way it looks. I'm happy with the hairstyle that I've chosen. I feel like $1 million when I get my hair freshly cut. Usually what I'll do is I'll get a shaved part. It's growing in a little bit here. I'll get a shaved part down the side. I'll do my hairdresser will do a one all the way, or sorry, half guard down to a 0. I like to keep a little bit of a short beard, and of course, she will fade this side up where it's a little bit longer on top. I'm not sure exactly what she uses. Other bad, shitty part about my hair is I have a horrible cowlick in the back, so we just cut it off, and I have a little bit on top, and I just do the shaved part. When I get it really short on the sides, even shorter than this, and this is obviously pretty short, it just gives the illusion, because it's so short on the sides, that there's more on top. Now, I suffer from 2 different things. I shouldn't say suffer, because I'm not suffering, but I always put my foot in my mouth sometimes when I talk. And you guys know I like to ramble on quite a bit. But the 2 things I would say, that I'm not blessed with is the fact that my hair is, the strands are very, very fine. I have very, very fine hair. I have very, very straight hair. And of course, my hair is thinned as I've gotten older. Now, fortunately, in the last, I'd say 10 years, it hasn't gotten any thinner. So I think maybe that might have been stress related at different times in my life, maybe my diet. Most time they say it's from genetics on the female side. Most of the people in my household or my family, nobody's really balding. Nobody gets, I don't want to offend anybody, but there's different names for different types of balding, and I don't want to offend anybody, because it is, for every guy, I know the trolls may come up the woodwork, and I don't really care, because ultimately it's about being happy with who you are and trying to make the best of what you have. And, there's guys who have it completely bald on top and they still have it around the sides. You wear what your hair, how it makes you happy. This is how I wear my hair, so what makes me happy. And so, but with that being said, I'm always looking for a product that might help, whether that be to give my hair more body texture. And I've done a few videos in the past where I talk about different shampoos that I use. For me, a shampoo that really gets the grime out, and I don't mean something that's very heavy in oils, like a Pantene Pro V. If I use that, my hair is just, flat, even more flat than it is, more lifeless than it is. So I tend to use any kind of hair care product that has volumizing qualities and things that give your hair texture. Now, I like to wear my hair where it's more of a wet look, kind of like slicked. Unfortunately, that does tend to open up the lines of the hair and how you comb it, and it makes it look that you have less than you actually do. If I wear my hair, if I run it's kind of a little bit crispy right now. If I run a comb through it and use a blow dryer, it definitely appears like I have more, because those hair strands are actually kind of not clumping together, but they're separated. So there is definitely a huge noticeable difference if I wear my hair dry or wet. The problem is if I wear it dry, the moment I roll the window down the car, it's all over the place. So for me, I always need pretty heavy products with strong hold, and get my hair cut every 3 to 4 weeks. And then, of course, I do dye my hair as well. So when I dye my hair, it definitely is noticeable. So if you're a guy who has, thinning hair, and, maybe you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. But even if you dye your hair the same color it already is, which is for the most part what I do, it definitely helps to give a little bit more volume and thicken up the hairs a little more. Now, there's tons of different products out there. I don't know if there's really any product that's going to help you regrow hair. I mean, they say Rogaine might help. I don't know, but yours a shedding period. I'm just not willing. I'm happy with where I'm at, and I just go with different products. So with that being said, I'm always looking to reach out to companies that maybe make something that might make my hair more manageable and make it look better. And so I reach out to Pete and Pedro because Aaron Marino has a wonderful head of hair. Obviously, I mean, he was blessed with fantastic hair. And what may work for him, his hair would never work for me, ever. I don't have that thick, coarse hair. I don't have anywhere near as much. So you have to do what works best for you and ultimately what makes you feel good in here. But again, I still wanted to reach out and see what products he had. And so he has a whole slew of products on his website. And I believe that he's no longer I'm not sure if he's actually running the company anymore, but it is his brainchild. It is his company. As far as I understand, I don't think he sold it. But he's got a lot of passion with that. He's obviously really into his hair. And he came out with these products. And, it's sometimes with the internet, you have to be careful because there's tons and tons of cosmetics and beauty products. It's a huge industry. And when you see, especially for females, you see these beautiful supermodels online with this makeup and their hair. And you have to take the internet with a grain of salt because not everything's what it appears to be. These people look a lot different behind the camera than when they're actually all dolled up and made up. It's a completely different world, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. Now, with my channel, what you see is what you get. And there are a lot of channels out there that are like unedited, and that's one thing I pride myself on with this channel is being unedited, uncut, raw, just like we're sitting here talking. What you see is what you get. This is what I look like on camera and off camera. There is no different. So, and I believe I'm not sure how Aaron Marino's channel is, but I assume that's what you see is what you get as far as the looks, the hair, that kind of stuff, the cosmetics part of it. So anyway, the different products, they have hair products. They started to come out with some cologne, a few other accessories on there. But I want to reach out to them and try their products because let's face it, when you go to like some of your big box stores and there's tons of different mainstream brands out there. I've tried a lot of the different gels and hair care products, and you know what? They're expensive. They really are. You go in and buy like Crew products, and I've never had a lot of good luck with Crew. For the most part, before finding these products and reaching out to companies to test products, I've always just used like inexpensive gel. I mean, you might find it funny, but I use like the Gorilla Snot. It's really meant for spiking, but it works the best to hold my hair. Where I comb it is where it stays. But I wanted to try some of the other products they have. So Pete and Pedro has some really, and right off the bat, now that I've rambled on for 8 minutes, but you guys needed to know the whole story. They make some really great products, and they were nice enough to send me some of their products to share. And I'm hoping that in a later date I could try out some of their other products as well. So they have shampoos, hairstyling products. I just want to read you right off the site here. They have kits and sets, naturally shaving products, lifestyle products, and body washes. Their main claim to fame, their main products that really, I think, again, is what really separates them apart is their hair care products. So what they sent me here was their clay, okay? And they have pomades, clays, gels, and then the sea salt spray I'm going to share with you too, or you guys as well. So Pete and Pedro clay, that's what it looks like right there. They have the Pete and Pedro putty. And of course, my favorite, the Pete and Pedro sea salt spray. So what does this stuff do? So, and then you get pomades and gels, which I didn't get any pomades or gels. So what does this stuff do? There's different products for different levels of shine. Basically, in a nutshell, hold and shine are really the main, I guess, qualities behind any hair care product, at least for men, okay? And so these different products are meant for, obviously, if you're looking for more of a heavy shine in your hair, you want to go with maybe something like a pomade. Pomades tend to be a little bit shinier. Being that I normally wear my hair with stuff that does have more of a higher shine, I wanted to go with things that were more of a kind of more of a matte finish and low shine. To be honest with you, no matter what product I use, based on the way that I do style my hair and comb it, and the fact that I don't blow dry it, a lot of this product is meant to put in your hair, style it with a blow dryer, and then you're going to experience those different shines. When you wear your hair more wet like I do, more of a wet look, you're not really going to notice the difference between matte, mild, and like a high shine. Basically, it's all going to kind of look like this. Now again, your hair may be different. Obviously, if you have a lot more hair, you might notice more of a difference. But at least I can give you, from my style, my type of hair, fine and thinner, that's what I experience with these products. As far as the differences between the putty and the clay, the putty, and this is coming right off the website here, and I encourage you to click the link and check the products out. The putty is, they say it's a mega popular putty. It gives you a firm yet flexible hold with just a touch of shine. That's about it, what they say on there. And then, of course, on the clay, let me go to the clay and give you guys what they say about the clay. They say it's a medium hold, matte rock star finish that lasts all day, adding volume and thickness to the hair. And then, of course, your sea salt spray is exactly what it sounds like. It's actually sea salt spray. It adds volume, texture, and does give you a light hold. So you can technically use it almost like a hairspray. It's going to be extremely light hold, let me tell you. But the benefits of using a pre-styler like a sea salt spray is the amount of texture and body that your hair is going to have when just using that before you put any product in. So if I could recommend, really, of all the different products they have, one product to try, no matter what you're using, no matter what kind of hair you have, try the sea salt spray. Let's face it, guys, anytime you've gone to a beach, and I hope at one point in your life you've gone to a beach, laid out, swam in the salt water, your hair definitely afterwards has, like, at least my hair, I mean, and I'm sure it's the same for every type of hair, my hair always, after I've swam in the salt water, I get out and dry, my hair always, you can just feel like it has more texture. It has more volume. It has more fullness. And sea salt is just a great product to add to your hair as a pre-styler, or even if you're just going to lounge around the house. Like, there's times I'll get out of the shower and I'll put on sea salt spray and just comb my hair with no product, and it still gives it a little bit of hold and a little bit of body where it's not flopping all over the place. So it's a fantastic product. It's a product that I will continue to use for the rest of my life. It's that good. Now, there's a lot of different companies out there that make something similar. I happen to love the sea salt spray by Pedro. I haven't tried any. I've only tried one other brand, but the smell on this stuff is absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you use it just for the reason of making your hair smell good, it's almost like a fragrance or a cologne for your hair. It is fantastic. It has just a smell of like a very fresh, right out of the barbershop smell. And that's what I also find when you get higher quality product like this compared to stuff you're going to get over the counter. Just the way they smell is worth it. Putting aside what you're going to get from the quality of the product and the way it's going to make your hair feel and hold, it's fantastic. So let me talk about, again, between the three, my favorite is the sea salt spray. I think that one's made the biggest difference in being able to style my hair and the texture and volume that I get out of what I'm working with. As far as the putty is concerned, the putty is definitely more of a thick, clayish-like material, which is interesting that they called it putty because I think it's more like a clay. When I think of putty, I kind of think of something that's a little bit more, I guess, more liquid-like. This is like really thick. This is almost like a thick cream. It does smell amazing, though, guys. I mean, you trust me, gentlemen. You got to try their products. I mean, you really do. And again, I have no affiliation with them. They were nice enough to sponsor the video and send me some products. I don't get any commission whatsoever based on their products. Hopefully, maybe they'll have an affiliate program at some point, but because I do think their products are worth it. And when I share products with you guys, I share ones I believe in. When you use these products, you will notice a difference in your hair. You will notice the way it smells. You'll be walking around. It's almost like you don't even need to wear cologne. And you guys know I'm a huge cologne fan. I constantly keep catching myself, like catching a whiff of my hair. It smells fantastic. So this stuff, what I've noticed is with any of these products, what you want to do, and this may be common sense, but when you take a little small amount out there, and again, when you put it on your hand, it's going to be different for every hairstyle. So I'm not going to use as much as somebody like Aaron Marino because I don't have anywhere near the amount of hair that he has. So I use very little, and you want to emulsify. Get it where it's all over your hands. I will even throw a little sea salt spray in there to kind of loosen it up. Get it in your hand, style it in your hair, or put it in your hair, get it all the way down to the root. And what I've noticed is that these two products are very similar. In my opinion, definitely the clay, well, not in my opinion, but you can see the clay is definitely creamier. And I can definitely tell you that their description of the product as far as what's going to give you more of a hold, the clay definitely gives you more of a stiffer hold. As far as shine, I can't really notice the difference. As far as smell, they both smell different, both very pleasant, very fresh, very clean, very salon-like. I wouldn't say barbershop-like, more salon-like. And what I've been doing with these products is I've been using the sea salt spray. I'll spray it on after the shower. Well, first I'll dry my hair. You can use a hair dryer. I'll use a towel. Spray the sea salt spray, get it into the root, and then I'll just comb it through. Once I do that, I will add in sorry, I was confused on the name, the putty. I'll get that in there. Get that through there, and I'll actually layer it with the clay as well. And what I get out of that is a nice hold that's just as good, I would say, as like a thick gel, but I get a much better scent. The hair isn't crispy. It's you know, it's a little, I should say, it's a little crispy. I mean, it's being held, right? But the difference is this: if you don't like wearing your hair where it's actually a wet look, I can run a comb through this right now and style it right now just like this and have it be a dry look. And you can hit it with a hair dryer, style it, spray a little more sea salt spray if you have to just kind of get a little moisture in there to style it, and you'll be good to go. So these products are fantastic. It's definitely something that I will, once I'm out of these products, I will definitely replenish them because the difference in how it holds my hair, they still work really well. They're not as, I guess, gooey as a, when you put gel in, it just seems like it's such a gooey mess, and it's just such a crispy hold. And I've noticed with gel too is when, you know, at the end of the day, when maybe you get home and you tend to touch your hair or kind of mess it up and wear it dry when you're lounging around the house or whatever, I've noticed that gels tend to almost like break down and create almost like a dandruff-like effect. Mild, but they do. Whereas this stuff, when it breaks down, it just continues to hold your hair and give it body and texture, where you can actually, like, I'll wake up in the morning, my hair is like sticking straight up, right? But I can easily just dry now with these products. Take my hand, go right over my head, and kind of style it without any water, and the hair will just kind of go where I want it to go. Whereas if I have anything else in my hair, any kind of, or no product at all, forget it. There is no way you can style my hair. Like my hair after the shower, if it dries, it's like a cornfield blowing in the wind. It's just sticking straight up. It does nothing. So again, this is what I deal with. To get what makes me feel comfortable and what makes me feel happy, and this is how I have to style my hair. So I think the products are fantastic. They're a cut above other products. And guys, let's face it. When you go to the, you know, if you got great, and gentlemen, if you got great hair, actually, let me go back. Gentlemen, if you have hair where you struggle with it, and try these products. They're going to help. I love them. I think they're great, okay? They've made a difference for me. And be happy with what you got, okay? Don't listen to other people. Be happy with what you got. You know, do what works best for you and what makes you happy. On the other side of that, gentlemen, if you have a great head of hair, a big, thick head of hair, and you just roll out of bed and throw a hat on, shame on you. Enjoy that wonderful, those luscious, beautiful, just locks of hair, you know, while you can, okay? Because we don't know what tomorrow brings. And trust me, if you have that wonderful, thick, Aaron Marino type of hair, I encourage you to try these products and really take full advantage of what you were blessed with. Because these products will be awesome for taming thick, coarse hair, any kind of hair. These products will give you a better style, better quality of. These products will give you a better hairstyle. They'll give you a better hold. They're going to give you a better smell, better look, and you will just feel good using these products. And that's ultimately what what all this stuff is meant for. Cologne, watches, clothing. It's to make you feel good and to feel great about yourself and to have that self-confidence and be happy. And that's ultimately what this is all about. So guys, take pride in yourself. Take pride. Be happy with who you are. Be the best that you can be, and try Pete and Pedro. I think you'll really like it. I mean, again, I used for years buy over the counter, the Gorilla Snot or whatever gel I could find that was just high hold. And these are pretty reasonably priced. So let's get the pricing. Now, I'm not going to share all the other stuff. They do have a bourbon soap, an argan oil treatment. Again, it's really going to come down to what kind of hair that you have. Body washes, hair sprays, nail clipper set. There's all kinds of stuff. Go to the website, check it out. As far as price points, this is going to be in line with what you'd expect from more of a like a Crew, a name brand, what I would consider like a higher end brand that you would find in a salon. Like, you're not going to find Gorilla Snot or Axe in a salon. Not to say they're not bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but these products are definitely, in my opinion, better. So the putty is going to run you for a 2-ounce size, $19. That's not bad at all. If you want to go with the extra large size, you're going to get it for $34. It's a 4-ounce container. These are the two, and let's face it, I've had these now for several weeks, and a little bit does go a long way. Granted, the more hair you have, the more you might have to use. You might use double what I have or what I use, but still, this is going to go a long way. Again, if you take my advice and you do anything, you make any purchase there, pick up the sea salt spray. That will change your hair game. Absolutely, no matter what hairstyle you have. If your guy just wears his hair dry and you don't do anything with it, get some sea salt spray. You will be happy with the way that your head smells. People around you will be happy with the way that your head smells, and it will definitely add some texture and volume to your hair. So, again, link is in the description. Check it out. I want to thank Pete and Pedro for their generosity in sending me these products. They are life-changing because whenever I get a product that I really like to use in my hair and helps a little bit, just a little bit is all I'm looking for, it makes me extremely happy. I feel like $1 million. I walk out of the house, my head held high, ready to take on whatever comes my way. So check them out, Pete and Pedro, sea salt spray putty, and of course their clay. Again, check out the gels. If you've had some experience with their gel, check that out as well. I'm hoping to get my hands on that one next, and their pomade, because I would like to try all their products. Mike over at Pete and Pedro reached out to me today to just kind of follow up with the videos. I did do a couple before Christmas, but I didn't really like the way that, I don't know, I don't know if it was the lighting or something. I just wasn't happy with the way it turned out. So, anyway, here's the video. Check it out, guys. Definitely, like I said, definitely a brand. You owe it to yourself to try these products if you were, if you do like to style your hair. And if you don't, I mean, to each their own. But, if you got that hair, man, go see a hairdresser. Or even if you don't, even if whatever your situation is, take pride in that hair. There's some great products out that are really, like one of my good buddies, like he's got great Italian hair, right? And like sometimes like he'll just be like, look like he just crawled out of bed. I'm like, bro, like take advantage. So one day he got a cut and he stopped by and I was like, looking sharp, brother, looking sharp. So be the best you can be, guys. All right, once again, Pete and Pedro, thank you for your generosity and sending me these fantastic products that I truly believe in. You've at least made a customer out of me. I'm sure my subscribers will feel the same. Give it a try. Give it a whirl. Again, price points $19 to $34 depending on size. Again, if I would recommend going with maybe the smaller one at first, just to make sure you're getting the right product for your hairstyle. I think that no matter what hairstyle you have, I think they all will work. I could probably use any of their products. I'm going to get pretty much the same result. That's why I kind of blend them together. I get the best of both. Once again, really happy with the sea salt spray. And I didn't want to try their shampoo quite yet because I am very finicky when it comes to